General Hospital sees Willow Tait in crisis right now, and Victor Cassadine holds her life in his hands. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. While they're not in each other's sphere of influence, one of his kidnap victims, Liesl Obrecht, is key to Willow's survival on the ABC soap opera. Check out the video below and listen along with our podcast as you check out the fate of sweet Willow as wicked Victor puts her life at risk with his awful antics on Hey There General Hospital fans. We have something we really need to talk about, and that's the fact that Victor Cassadine now holds Willow Tait's life in his hands. Even though these two have nothing to do with each other, and it's all about the fact that he kidnapped Liesl Obrecht from the nurses' ball. There's a whole lot of history wound up in this. If you are a newer watcher, you may not know all of this, but there are very definite reasons that Victor took Liesl and what he plans to do with her. And if he does what he wants to do with her, then Willow Tait is gonna be in big trouble, because it seems a long shot that Victor will leave Liesl alive. Now he has been left for dead by her before. And if Victor Cassadine is serving revenge cold, in this case, he's serving it ice cold. Because it has been almost 9 years since she left him for dead. If you were watching back in the Crichton Clark days, you'll remember this little bit of history I'm about to drop on you. That was back when Thao Penglis played the role of Victor Cassadine. That was way before Charles Shaughnessy took on the role. And what had happened then was, this was around the time when Victor had been running the WSB, but he was corrupt. And then he was doing stuff at Crichton Clark Clinic, which had all these shady quasi-science project things going on at the time. That was also where Lulu was captive, and they were trying to do stuff with embryos with her back then. It was just a creepy, creepy place. And so the history before that is pre-2014. Liesl and Victor Cassadine had been involved romantically, and they had been sleeping together off and on for some time. But she was mostly using Victor to get information about Cesar Faison. If you don't remember this, for years and years, Liesl was madly in love with Cesar Faison. But he always had this burning obsession for Anna Devane. And that's what made Liesl hate Anna for so long. And that was back when Liesl was just a straight bad girl criminal. So this is all part of the same story. Cesar Faison and Liesl had a son, Nathan West, but she'd given Nathan to her evil sister, Madeleine Reeves, to raise. And she had hidden him his entire life from Faison. And so this is the big deal about what happened with her and Victor that has him so on fire. So then Liesl, while she was at Crichton Clark, lied and told Victor that Nathan was his son. But Victor didn't believe her because he just knew she liked to routinely lie to him. And so he ran a DNA test between him and Nathan and knew that he was not Nathan's father. That really only left one other candidate, which was Faison. But the bottom line was Liesl did not want the secret getting out. She would rather people think that Nathan was Victor Cassadine's son. And so she shot Victor in the chest and left him for dead. And then Crichton Clark exploded. That was in 2014. We didn't have any inkling of him being alive until 2021. It was around then that he kidnapped Liesl and had her brought to him. And he had Scotty Baldwin thrown out of the airplane. So he did put a parachute on him, which that's pretty nice for Victor. But the bottom line is he is still angry at her for lying about Nathan. He's angry she shot him and left him for dead. Right now, Victor Cassadine is looking for this big mass revenge scheme. So he had his henchmen steal Liesl out of the magic vanishing cabinet at the 2023 Nurses' Ball. And then the last we saw of her, she was in the trunk of a car. And now she's been transported over to the haunted star where Victor has her. He's stolen little baby Ace Cassadine, and he lured Spencer Cassadine there. And he is now cast off into the deep waters off of Port Charles. He's about to do bad things because he also has the Ice Princess necklace. So the big problem is that Willow Tait, who's not even on his radar, is sick. Willow has stage 4 leukemia. Now Willow is actively dying, and Willow does not have a lot of life left in her. Of course, Liesl Obrecht is her great-aunt because Willow's biological mother is Nina Reeves, and Liesl is her aunt. So Dr. O came up as a biological match to be a donor to Willow Tait, and she went through all the medical screening. Even with her age and a couple of health conditions, they decided she could donate to save Willow. But Victor stole her the night before she was going to donate her bone marrow to help cure her great-niece Willow's blood cancer, which is what leukemia is.